So, Ashley Parker, we fast forward these many hours to New Hampshire tonight, a rally some of us watched on live television. As you noted, the Fox coverage was interesting because they chose to come and go from their live coverage. But the president seemed very comfortable, as usual, in the warm bath of his rally audience. Is there discomfort that you know of on his part, deep in the West Wing, on the economy, just to name one?
There absolutely is, because this is one of the things, the economy, that he can always so far fall back on. Even when he's asked about what are you doing to win over black voters, he will sort of cite the economy and say a rising tide lifts all boats. And so in talking to people in the White House this week, they say that, look, they think he's sort of gotten all the credit he's going to get on his tax cuts. He's sort of done all the regulatory rollbacks that he's going to be able to do. And they think that if the economy goes south, there is an understanding among some people that he will pay the political penalty. There is some hope that they are really pushing. He mentioned it in his rally tonight. The vice president is traveling all around the country pushing this, the USMCA. And there's some hope that that will not just be a good trade deal for Mexico and Canada, but it will send a message to the global economy that could help the president.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.